What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's Surf City Tours virtual walking tours. Today I'm coming to you from Santa Monica, California, our home base. Our office is right around the corner. We'll see you in a sec. Welcome, welcome. This week we're gonna do a little something different. We've developed a system to create your very first virtual selfie with the help of Adam and Lisa all the way in New York. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But hey, Lisa, you ready to do this? We're ready to do this. We're gonna get you guys what I am calling the surfie, because it's the closest thing to a selfie that we could take in these virtual tour ages. What's up, Adam? Adam and Lisa are helping us out in New York. My name is also Adam. I'm owner of Surf City Tours. Our mission here at Surf City Tours is to do all we can do to keep the spirit of travel alive. So we've been doing these virtual walking tours, trying to show everybody different parts of Los Angeles, and as best as we can, keep that spirit of travel alive, bring a little bit of the California sunshine to wherever you guys may be. Up on our website, www.surfcitytours.com, we've got our t-shirts. They're available while supplies last. It's the souvenir virtual tour t-shirts. They're up there at www.surfcitytours.com. But, so I was saying, we are here in Santa Monica, California. It is a lovely day. A couple things. My service goes in and out when I get closer to the ocean, so I apologize. And it's also quite windy today, so if you don't hear what I say, just go ahead and ask me to repeat it, and I will do that. And if my service gets crappy, bear with me, it'll pick back up in a second. We have some special news today. Here in California, the beaches are open, so this will be the first time I have seen the beach in months. I'm very excited to get my sand on my toes. We'll see what it's like together. So, without further ado, here we are at the corner of Santa Monica Boulevard and Ocean Boulevard, or Ocean Ave, sorry. This is the main thoroughfare in front of Santa Monica. Out to the front of us there is the Pacific Ocean. And this is a strip of restaurants and hotels that line the street here. Usually a very popular street this time of year. But we're gonna start way back. We're gonna go to see what is arguably the oldest structure still standing in Santa Monica. If you've ever heard of Gussie Morin, or you've taken our tour, you'll know all about her. There's the house as it looked when it was built all the way back in 1887. This house was built in 1887, and it still stands here right on Ocean Boulevard. Probably walked past it 1,000 times going to the bank. Didn't even know what it is, but we'll see what it looks like today. Almost exactly the same. Here it is right here. 1323 Ocean Ave. And so Gussie Morin was quite a lady. She was became famous because of her tennis career, but she had a tendency for a flair. As you can see, I'll show you a picture in a sec coming up on the house here. So you can see the picture of it as it looked in 1887. Here it is as it looks in 2020. Virtually identical. It's 1323 Ocean Ave right here in Santa Monica, California. So this woman, Gussie Morin, was born here. Lived her entire life. She lived here until she passed away in 1986. So she lived to be 99 years old. She was quite a phenom. Wimbledon almost banned her because of her choice of short skirts and what they would consider over-the-top sexualized outfits back in her time. But then when ticket sales skyrocket because of her, leopard print outfits, things like that, Wimbledon allowed her to join again, and she went on to do very well in a tennis career. Then later just became a famous person here in Los Angeles and Santa Monica. And like I said, lived in this house from 1887 until 1986 when she passed away. So there's Gussie Morin. Here she is in action, right here in Santa Monica, California. So we'll move on. What's up to everybody who's joining us now? My name's Adam. I'm the owner of Surf City Tours right here in Santa Monica, California. We usually do tours all over Los Angeles and Malibu. Today we're going to do a virtual walking tour of Santa Monica, our home base, to bring you guys a little bit of this Beautiful California sunshine wherever you may be. There it is. Don't look it straight in the eyes or you may be blinded. Here's a nice little feature too. It's not quite as old as the Gussie Moran house, but this house here was built in 1926, 1337 Ocean Ave. But I get bad signal here, so I'm gonna keep moving. That building was built in 1926 as part of one of the original houses to be built when Santa Monica became the city of Santa Monica. And I was saying, my name's Adam. I am the owner of Surf City Tours. We're trying to keep spirit of travel alive here. We are all passionate about travel. We miss it greatly. We miss you guys greatly. So we're just doing these virtual tours. Tomorrow we're going to do Hollywood, and the next day we're going to do Melrose Ave, which is a new one for us. It's all in the spirit of the selfie week. Why are we doing a selfie week, you might ask? We're all separated. How can we do a selfie? I'm sitting in my room. I'm not in Santa Monica with you. Well, virtually you are. And I'll let you know when you guys should get your selfie sticks ready, because we have a couple spots set up for you guys to get your very own, what I'm going to call surfy. Kind of looks like this. Thanks to Lisa and Adam out in New York. We can set it up so if you send us a picture of yourself at a couple different spots, I'll let you know where. We can send you your very own virtual selfie, which I am calling a surfy. But moving on. Thank you, Lisa and Adam. So coming up here next, across the street, we just crossed Ocean Ave. We're continuing on. This is the Georgia Hotel. It's a spectacular piece of Art Deco architecture. Here's what it looked like back in the day on the inside. It was built in 1931. The architect was M. Eugene Dufresne. Here it is. It was a popular spot. It had a famous speakeasy that brought celebs over from Hollywood. It's obviously an Art Deco architecture here, but I like to point that out because this was built in the lowest times of the Great Depression. But somebody had the audacity of hope to go ahead and build this hopeful structure, and it still stands to this day. So it's kind of we did our first tour here, first virtual tour here in Santa Monica, right in the beginning of all this, and when I was looking at the history of this building and seeing it still standing, it was kind of a testament to how hope can keep you, positive and building beautiful things, even in the depths of the toughest times. These people weren't having tough times. They were partying at the Georgia Hotel here in Santa Monica, California. As you might know, this is and as you can see here, Santa Monica is the end of Route 66. Sorry about the fences, but as you can see in front of it, this is Palisades Park. We'll talk about in a second, but everything is closed here. But I do have a secret spot where we're gonna go get a nice view of the pier and the beaches and everything. I don't know how secret it is, but anyway. So Route 66, it ends here. The terminus is actually the itself, and we'll talk a lot about the pier in a little bit. Here's the route. You could get, technically, if you left here and you walked for a few months, you could get from here to Chicago in a few months. So Route 66 was 2,448 miles long. It was established in November of 1926. During that Great Depression I spoke of before, it was a main migratory route for people that were trying to reestablish themselves, build a new life out west. But it eventually got replaced as part of the effort to get out of that depression. There was this huge infrastructure push, and they redid the nation's interstate highways, which ended up actually basically making Route 66 redundant, and it was decertified in 1985. But it was home to so many small businesses that many jurisdictions along that route reopened it as a tourist attraction, and so you can still drive on Route 66 today. Take it all the way here to Santa Monica, California, and come by the shop, come take a tour, and we'll show you the rest of LA. All right, so here we go. This is my secret spot to go check out the pier. Because the pier itself is still closed. But like I said, if you were with us at the beginning of this broadcast, the beaches are open, ladies and gentlemen. Beaches are open in LA County, and we are so excited. This will be the first day I touch sand in months. Here is the pier in all its glory from up above. You can see, well, it's not a great view of the Ferris wheel. We'll get a better one in a little bit. You can see the Municipal Pier is there, long, thin pier, and there's the larger amusement pier there. We'll talk a lot about that in a little bit. And you can see there are people on the beach. It's glorious. I'm just getting over a red tide here in Southern California, but I don't think that's going to stop me. I'm going to get in there and go surfing myself. I can't help myself. Just wanted to give you guys that good view. And we're going to move on to the opening of the pier itself. So everybody get your selfie sticks ready. Adam, Lisa, get your surfy generator ready, get it warmed up, get it fired, going, ready to go. I can mention here as we walk down, if you guys enjoy the virtual tour, please join us for the Hollywood virtual tour tomorrow. We've got some more surfies coming in then, and we'll do Melrose tour, which is the Instagram Gold tour. It's where everybody goes to get their selfies in real life, so we'll make sure you can do it virtually too. If you forget the schedule, follow us here at Instagram, or you can check out the schedule at www.surfcitytours.com, and while you're there, you can go ahead and pick up a souvenir virtual tour t-shirt. Again, it's www.surfcitytours.com. Just wanted to mention also, like I said at the top, it is windy here today, and my service is not the greatest once I get closer to the ocean, but just hang with me, and I'll be back as soon as I get better service. All right, so right here on my right has been Pacific Palisades Park. It is closed, unfortunately, but it is 26.4 acres and about 1.5 miles long. It's a fun place to walk. There's lots of little hidden gems in there. There's a totem pole down at the other end. There is a couple different statues. There's a statue of Santa Monica, actually, the saint herself. Here's a picture of the totem pole. The totem pole was donated by an indigenous group in 1926. If you're up there, last week I actually found a really cool little nook. There's a street called Adelaide Drive. There's lots of really cool homes you could stroll past if you're just strolling through Palisades Park. There's a petanque court right here. That's kind of like French bocce ball. Can't really see it from here. And then there's this building, which is the the Camera Obscura. It's kind of an art space and learning center, but on the inside there is a phenomenon called the Camera Obscura. The building was designed in 1955, but they've known about this phenomenon for centuries. It's where the idea for a pinhole camera comes from. So inside of that room, it's all dark, and there's a small hole that faces the ocean there. And what happens is, just through the phenomenon of the Camera Obscura, it projects the view of out over the Pacific Ocean onto the wall of that building there. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you're at home with kids looking for a cool project for science class, you guys can make pinhole cameras. Just Google how to make a pinhole camera, and it's essentially the same phenomenon as what goes on here at the Camera Obscura over here in Santa Monica, California. Over here you can see the petanque courts through the fence. But once this park is back open, it'll be a much more interesting part of the tour. But it's a great place to stroll. I can show you a little bit more of it. Many hidden gems for you to find over here in Palisades Park. So we're gonna come up on the entrance to the pier. The pier is closed, like I said. It's sad, but it's fine. It'll be back to normal soon. Everybody get your selfie sticks ready. And if you want, go ahead, take that selfie of yourself and send it to @SurfCityToursLA, our Instagram account. You could sign out and sign back in, rejoin the live chat now if you want. And by the end of it, we will have for you your very own Surf City Tours selfie. That one was taken with Lisa in Beverly Hills. Today we'll have you guys, you can either choose to be in front of the Santa Monica Pier sign, or we also have a nice beach view with the pier in the background. So go ahead, take your selfie, send it to us. We'll start working on those, and by the end of the tour, we'll have your virtual selfie up, which I'm going to call your surfie. Very excited about this fun new part of these virtual tours. Whatever we can do to bring, that spirit of travel, have some fun, take our minds off whatever's going on, show you guys some stuff, learn a little something here or there, whatever it takes. We're all in this together, together apart, everybody says. So it feels good to be able to kind of continue to pursue our passion, which is travel, and show everybody around town from wherever you may be. All right, so everybody will recognize this next stop, I'm sure. It's where you could usually find us any normal times. We're there 365 days a year, about 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. This is the Santa Monica Pier. This is the entrance here, coming up. The sign, as you'll see in a second, the sign hasn't changed much since they built it in 1938. It was built by the Works Projects Administration. And it references after the amusement park kind of fell into disrepair after the Great Depression. They built some moorings, so it became more of a harbor where you could park your boat than an amusement park place necessarily. Here's the switch it up. There she is. Looks almost exactly identical to its 1938 version. And this is where, if you send us a picture of yourself from wherever you are right now, we can, through our Surf City Tours magic and the ingenious work of Adam and Lisa in New York, we can send you your very own selfie, just about like that. So you could post your pictures of your virtual vacation to Santa Monica, California this very afternoon. Well, the original people of Santa Monica were the Tongva people. They lived here for millennia, and the Spanish didn't arrive until, I guess they started setting up shop in 1781. That's when Gaspar Portola and Juan Crespi joined the party. Here's the Tongva people in later times. And here's one of their traditional dwellings. Across the street is a park named after them called Tongva Park. It's a fun place to walk around, gives you a little bit of a sense of what this area would look like back in their time. And I love this part. Anybody who's familiar with me and these tours, or our wonderful guide David for the Malibu tour, knows how much I love this fact. This is a street called Municipal. So it's right here across from our shop. I always thought, and a lot of people always thought, this was like a Hawaiian king or something, I don't know, some person, but it actually is in the Tongva language, which is the Chumash language. It means breath of the ocean. Muma Ahiko. It was a common salutation back in their time. I love that. Muma Ahiko, everybody. We'll go catch some breaths of the ocean in a second here, as long as my service holds. So the Tongva, they called themselves the quiche. Tongva actually refers to a tool they used to crush up their, one of their main sources of nourishment was the chia seed. Like I said, Portola and Crespi were the first Spanish to kind of set up shop here. They coined the term Santa Monica, which is kind of funny. Originally in the Tongva language it was called Kuruvunga, which meant a place where we are in the sun, which is a lovely name for a place. But the Spanish decided to ruin that because there's two springs that they found that reminded Juan Crespi of the tears of both eyes from Santa Monica, who was the patron saint of like sorrow and betrayal, and she has her own story. So they changed the name to a beautiful thing, like a place where we are in the sun, to remind them of the sadness of patron saint of sadness. But it's still a pretty name, Santa Monica. I love the name. I'll just point this out. Right here is Bruno's, great pizza. Right here is Poseidon Surf Shop, open, ready for business. What's up, Christian? He's working hard. Come get coffee, come take a surf lesson. That's also where you'll find us. You can check in with us whenever we're back and doing it. So shout out to Poseidon. Across the street is the restaurant Chez J. That restaurant was opened in 1959 by J. Friandella. It became the classiest dive bar that celebrities would go to, and they still go there. You can still check out a sighting. It's also known for the Amazon Prime show called Goliath. They filmed there, and it's set there because the show's creator, David E. Kelley, he had his first date with Michelle Pfeiffer at Chez J, which is across the street. And Michelle, now that they're married, they were sitting on the table one day. Michelle was like, "You should set your new show in Chez J and have the guy stay at the Ocean Lodge." So if you do watch that show with Billy Bob Thornton, that's all set there. They'll be filming the 4th season at some point here. So they, the next time you come around, keep an eye out for Billy Bob and the rest of the cast from Goliath. All right, so we're gonna go down to the ocean. Like I said before, service might be spotty, but just bear with me. This is gonna be awesome. Oh, you can feel the breeze, you can feel the sun. I haven't been to the beach in, I don't know, 3 months now, 2 months? I can barely keep track, but I'm super excited. And get your selfie sticks ready again, because we will have one more opportunity for your surfy to be generated from our super high-tech surfy generation machine out in New York. Wind is kicking up a lot, so again, if some fun fact gets covered up by the wind, just let me know, and I will repeat myself. But we're gonna come up to the Strand, which is a bike trail right coming up here. Great place to run, great place to bike. I think it's open, but everything's a little confusing right now. I don't know how it is where you are, but it's a little confusing as to what's open and what's not. The beaches are open, but these signs still say that the beach bike path is closed. Anyway, it's officially known as the Marvin Road Bike Trail, but its nickname is the Strand. It's 22 miles long. It goes from Will Rogers State Beach up towards Malibu, and all the way down to Torrance County. It's a beach down by Palos Verdes. It was created in the 19th century, or it was conceived in the 19th century. It was originally going to go from LA to Santa Monica, based on some European models that they were inspired by, but it was only finally approved and finished in 1989. But it's here now, and I think it's open, so go ahead and enjoy it. The Strand here. Now, I'm going to show you guys Muscle Beach, and you're probably thinking, if you haven't had my tour before, or you may have forgotten, or it's been a while because we weren't allowed to come here for a couple months, but I thought Muscle Beach was in Venice, and you'd be right. There is a Muscle Beach in Venice, and it's actually probably arguably the more famous Muscle Beach, but the original Muscle Beach is right here in Santa Monica. It dates back to 1930s. Names like Vic Tanny, Jack LaLanne, and Joe Gold, who was the founder of Gold's Gym, all used to hang out right here and do crazy stuff. Woo! 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 Oh, not that. Woo! And here's the sign. What happened was, this was the original. It kind of kicked off it was the birthplace of physical fitness boom in the 20th century in the United States. But eventually the city, in the late 50s, the city of Santa Monica got sick of the upkeep and just kind of fell out of disrepair, so they dismantled it all. And that's when the boom shifted to Venice Beach. So now, eventually Santa Monica reopened this Muscle Beach, and it is designated the original location, the original Muscle Beach. the one in Venice is officially the Venice Beach Muscle Beach. This is closed, but you can see people are still using it. In normal times, these are all rings you can hang on in various areas. When this was Muscle Beach, it was more so about acrobats and stuff like that. Whereas the Muscle Beach in Venice became a place for bodybuilding and weightlifting, made famous by people like this horse. But here we are at the original Muscle Beach here in Santa Monica, California. But more importantly, watch this. Switch this around, and we can get that out of here. Let me go over here, and let me check this out. I'm walking on the sand. Woo! Woo! Here it is, Santa Monica Beach. Oh, it's awesome. Santa Monica Beach, it's 3.5 miles long. It's bisected by the pier here, which we'll talk about in a little bit. These lifeguard towers have been, that are ahead of us, they became uniform in the 1970s, and it's an iconic style. Usually, even going back to the 1920s when it was first became a popular destination. Obviously, social distancing wasn't happening then, but it is happening now. As you can see, it's great. Everybody's following the rules. If you keep doing this, stuff will keep opening, and slowly but surely we'll get back to normalish. Straight across there, you can't really see much today. There's a little bit of a May gray in the air, but the Channel Islands are out there. There's 8 islands out off the coast of Los Angeles. Most of them are national parks, but there's a town called Avalon, and where you take a ferry and there's a little vacation on an island that a lot of people don't know about. So let's go check out the Santa Monica Pier. Everybody loves the Santa Monica Pier. It's been in many movies. If you want to know a little bit about some of the movies that the pier has been in, why don't you go over to YouTube? Why don't you check out our YouTube channel? Just search for Surf City Tours on YouTube, or you can go to our webpage, www.surfcitytours.com, and click the link there. We've got some informational videos out there. Find out some info about all the movies that have been shot right here at the famous Santa Monica Pier. I got a little bit of construction going on, so I'm gonna keep moving. Woo, I got sand in my shoes, everybody. This is great. It's gonna be awesome. We had a red tide in Southern California this past couple weeks. Some kind of algae bloom. So I don't know if it's still here, but if it is, I'm gonna go surfing anyway. I don't know if I can help myself. But, so this pier, it was opened in September 9th, 1909. It's actually 2 piers. The original pier here is a long, thin pier. It's called the Municipal Pier. You can actually see here, the one on the left-hand side of your screen is the Municipal Pier. That was built to carry the waste out past the breakers and dump the human waste into the ocean. For some reason, they chose that wider part to have an amusement park right next to the Poopy Pier. So it's the Pleasure Pier and the Poopy Pier. That was opened in 1909. In 1916, a man named Charles Loof came and renovated this Pleasure Pier portion. He's the one that created the Loof Hippodrome, which is right there. That's where the carousel is. He had a hand in building Coney Island, so it's a Coney Island style carousel that will still exist in there once it's back open. And it kind of declined in the 20s, but like I said before, a dry dock was built here for fishing and pleasure boats to set up shop at. And then in 1982, 1983, storms destroyed about 1/3 of the pier, but they renovated it, redid it, rebuilt it stronger, better, and it remains the final remaining amusement park pier on the west coast. The whole coast used to be, down in Venice there was one, a little further north in Ocean Park there was one, all along California's coast there used to be amusement piers, but right now this is the only one remaining. And if you get your selfie stick ready, go ahead, snap a picture of yourself, send it to Surf City Tours LA, our Instagram direct message, and you will be able to get your very own selfie, much like this one, from right here. From wherever you are to right here, we will bring you with our high-tech surfy selfie technology. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get ready to go surfing in here in a sec, but I just want to thank everybody for joining us. My name's Adam. Like I said before, I am owner of Surf City Tours. We're based here in Santa Monica. We can't wait to have you back to do these for real, but for now we're going to keep doing them virtually. Tomorrow we're doing Hollywood, and the next day we're doing Melrose. So check us out, follow us on Instagram, or go to our webpage, www.surfcitytours.com. While you're there, you could buy a souvenir t-shirt. Their virtual tours, Spirit of Travel t-shirts are still available. And for right now, I'll just give you guys a little bit of your travel moment. I'll just walk along the ocean because we are now allowed to do that here in California, and I'm so excited. But thanks for joining, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your travel moment from Surf City Tours.